All right, match 3 of the day. Let's go ahead and jump in. EG, you are the higher seed. Team A or Team B?
We'll take Team A.
Team A. FUT, you will be Team B. So, EG, your first ban. Haven, your ban.
Fracture.
Fracture. Map number 1.
We'll pick Pearl.
Pearl. Side on Pearl.
Attack.
Attack. Okay. Map number 2.
Bind.
Bind. Side on Bind.
We'll take Defense.
Defense. Okay, next set of bans starting with EG. You have Ascent, Lotus, and Split.
Take out Lotus.
Take out Lotus. Your ban, you have Ascent and Split.
Ban Split.
Ban Split.
Yes.
That will make map number 3 Ascent. Side on Ascent.
Defense, please.
Defense. Okay, gonna run through this, make sure we are all set. First set of bans, we have EG with Haven, FUT with Fracture. Map number 1 is Pearl with FUT on Attack. Map number 2 is Bind with EG on Defense. Next set of bans are Lotus and Split, which makes the Cider map 3 Ascent with EG on Defense. All right, good luck to you both.
Good luck. Good luck.
Which is such a drastic difference to everyone else in the meta here. And this is actually something that most of the time EMEA has been avoiding. So you can see FUT 4 times played.
And the turret, but they've got their sights set on A.
Viper walls making things a little bit more awkward. And while Demon 1 has just met the Turkish aim, first bullet straight to the head as they look to swarm in onto Jorgamo. Almost manages to get a double straight off the bat. He is going to be a menace throughout this match on the A site. But for now, at least, it is going to be the advantage in the favor of FUT. A quick retake being attempted, though.
Yeah, just trying to annoy them. Some damage done. Boostio able to catch off. Majin goes out for a bit more. That double might just give them a fighting chance in this. With low HP on Ada Captain, the round might just be theirs, and seconds later it is locked in for EG, America's #1.
Boostio's going to try and get himself a little bit more aggressive around this corner. That singular smoke place to try and deter them, but Kiwi's going right through it, and he'll find that opener.
Yeah, spotted Boostio on the way through. That's your Killjoy down, a lot of your utility down and out. And already used a Nano Swarm. Now a lot of the weaker weapons are trying to skirmish for this site, and the op still miles away. If you lose these other players, you're going to start to think about saving, but Ethan might just have given them a chance. Now they can contemplate fighting for this Kiwi. Incredibly low. 40 HP, a shot out from the op. Now they know where Kiwi is. They've got him boxed in, taken down, and Mr. Fallen's on 70. The follow-through round from FUT, this should have been clean. The op didn't even play that big of a role, but it might to close it out. It has the angle up top. That smoke soon to fade, and Mr. Fallen left in the open. Good damage done. Jorgamo barely holding on to life, but he'll catch the angle up above. Nowhere to pivot to take that space off of, slightly missing the timing on that right click. The knife caught him. Ability suppressed for just a moment, spams through, nothing found. Kiwi biding his time as the shock dart lands. Next planter steps up to the plate. We'll see what they can do. A nade on its way, but they haven't accounted for Kiwi. The double up close, the reward found. He's gonna fight further into spawn for his third. Still holding control. That lockdown, sure, it presents a serious danger for him. Not so much as the bullets, but he's bought time. He's bought space for his squad now, positioned in Arden main, and with just one man on the other side, Demon 1. Seems to be a near impossible clutch just with the time on the clock. He has to try to find some kills first. Spotting one player, suspecting the second. Great read on this situation. But Maj just falls back, toying with the timer and winning it out in the end. The first for FUT. We saw this recon through in the previous round. This time, oh my, it's catching a lot of information. But the follow through, okay, Jorgamo's got his second. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. Tagging them up on the way through, making them a little bit easier to follow up on as Jorgamo catches yet another kill. The spike, the last to fall. Already out of the game. His updraft used up. So he won't be a menace up and around these smokes anymore, but he doesn't need to be. The lockdown buys them all the space. And through the smoke, well, let's add another tally to the counter in the audience. FUT on the back foot now for sure.
But yeah, the Nano was just to buy them back. They are popping everything. So many ults being thrown into the round, and it might not even be enough. The man advantage going back, but at least Krax has been able to hit a nice shot, giving them an opportunity. The close angle is so important, but Jorgamo still just going strong, leaving 2 remaining. both with Sheriffs hiding within this fight. But Cracks has managed to double, but still comes down to one. And Com will not allow the mischievous FUT to get away with anything.
They're quickening the pace. They're moving into the B side now, hidden here.
There's a smoke.
Still Boostio behind the smoke. This is where he's most deadly. Gonna be blinded up again. The flash through, it's caught him, and they found him, rooted him out. In the meantime, though, Ada Captain deleted in the attempt to plant the spike. Now gonna be run back a couple more seconds. It's down in the open. Has to be retrieved.
That's the thing. It seems with EG, there's never a man left behind. Such good use of the fragment. You can see already Cracks on his last lease of life. They're going to have to use the poison orb just to try and give them a spot to plant him, but now the full rotation has come through. The entirety of EG are ready and raring to go, but Kiwi's at least even things up for a second.
Yeah, and now look at his HP, down to 16. Shock Darts hunting down both of these low players. Maj found. Kiwi has to turn up, only good for the one. Cracks tries to fade away, dodging bullets. Just one needed to take him down. He is so desperately low, and they're coming so close to finding him. The bun seen up above, but he doesn't realize it.
Available as well for Boostio if he decides to use it. And Hunter's Fury, as said, Com, he always finds something. And with the lockdown in tow, Ada Captain has at least found one. Not quite clearing Ethan, but even still, they keep the advantage for a moment.
Neck and neck at least with FUT grabbing the plant. Orbital strike used, so not online. It's just a Blade Storm that's charging in and taken down. Shot out of the sky by Cracks, but there's a response. Com not letting this one slip. They've got to push forward. A vague idea of where Cracks is, perhaps. Mr. Fallen, though, was revealed moments ago. Putting those pieces together for EG. They'll look to peek this one. Oh my god, the damage is incredible. Cracks down to just a sliver of health. Now the last man standing, double peeked and dealt with. A triple for Ethan. As they push up to 9, this lead can't
Being able to take him out, Boostio left with absolutely no support. He needs to be a hero here, but he's not even checked on. He's managed to find a couple, of course. The second player in Cracks can be brought back from the depths, but that's going to take time. And that time gives a moment. Look at Demon One. He's trying to watch for that exact position. The spam does a lot of damage, and then Ethan finds him anyway. They'll finally get themselves into that after plant, and for the first time in a while, it looks like a possible round for FUT. But we'll see if they can take it.
I really like that from Ethan, just holding the lineup that whole time, waiting for the res to come through. Hoping to get both. The play out. Ethan, no flashes. They got to just dry peek those angles, lose a lot of HP in the process. Demon One down low, doesn't stop him from eliminating Maj. They still need to root out Mr. Fallen, who's just swung out wide, looking to take the fights. Lockdown in play, on the way. The swing needs to come in. Mr. Fallen, it's being diffused right under his nose. And now the stick, it'll get close, but the detain interrupts. Timing now, everything, and that spike is already quite far gone. I think Ethan's realizing now, trying to back away, but it was way too late. Watching it.
Yeah, he's looking back and forth, but he's instead going to walk back. I don't know how Moj has managed to get away with that one, and now Orbital Strike leaves Com dead to rights. Finally a chance once again, but then strikes Ethan. Another one coming up for Boostio, but it's left all onto Jorgamo. The player wrapping back around, FUT have an advantage once again. The spam is ridiculous, but Moj waking up finally.
But didn't catch anyone, and they're a little late to the party. Now on B long, there's a couple players coming down. Will they even read that? Will there be anyone left alive to read it? Low HP now, stuck in the corner. Demon One's also being tagged up, but that won't stop him yet again. Able to deliver kill after kill. The shutdown is there with a back and forth for FUT, but they're overextending into this. Knowing the spike needs to be planted, they try to interrupt it, and, well, they've succeeded. A pistol round for... They'll have to take a while on the way back through, or risk a player being in a corner that they can't anticipate. Jogamo's very low. 12 HP on the way around. Better get that turret before it gets you. That came so close with a nano at his feet as well. But he's out of there with 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, the aggression of Boostio has been punished. This bonus round for FUT is looking good other than the HP. A lot of very low players. Ethan already takes the first. The Orbital Strike will push in. Oh, but he lands him up, leaving just Kiwi remaining. He knows where both players are. Takes a lot of damage on the way back.
Mr. Fallen, he's on the edge of the smoke. Hasn't come through just yet. Just spams, that's all he's looking for with his Phantom. No tracers, so good opportunities. Nade out. Oh, Nade is good, and Maj is even better. The spam's now going in their favor, and it seems like FUT have found a foothold on this round.
Yeah, this is where it gets troublesome. You have to try and reposition and find a safe place to plant, and with all the spams, all the different angles, every player rotating in, there just isn't a safe position. They need someone to give them the fights, and well, the 1 HP player from the beginning of the round, it would be the greatest clutch ever. If he somehow wins this one, we're going to be writing it in the history books, but with 15 seconds left, is actually going to be going back in this time. It's found new hands, new blood in the form of Moj. He's not going to hit the shot either, leaving them in a dicey position. Rice ball retrieved, but still, EG are just waiting, being delayed by the util on the other side.
35 seconds left. They're going to have to make a move eventually, not knowing how many players are on the back of that side towards the elbow. Boostio finds the first. That's Maj. They know that Krax was around here, and they'll deal with him. And with that, well, it looks like a pretty easy site take. Not too many players left alive to spam back, and the plant's already being found. Lockdown if things get very scary, but with only 2 players that they're up against, and the positions that they've got, I mean, all the control is theirs. They can run this clock right the way down. And there you go, Boostio's third seems to lock it in. Nice try by Adacaptain.
Kiwi was hoping that he'd be able to find one before they get in. The Molotov has done work to deny at least a little bit longer, but the sight is going to fall into the hands of evil geniuses. Adacaptain trying to make a play through, and Moj will be the one to do it instead. The trade's back, leave it down to just Boostio. Still with that operator in hand, and he's going to get destroyed by Kiwi. Utility to try and almost section off into mid, but instead he's getting pressured on the other side.
Yeah, and his teammates can't really come out to help just because they're being pressured as well. Kiwi on an island, isolated, you would think, in trouble, but Maj manages to buy the time. The orbital strike cut off the rest of the squad and let this man fight from the hallway. He is decimating the EG squad. 4 kills found. And EG are avoiding the powerful ult, avoiding the operator as well, but they've got to be quick. They've got to run headfirst into this KJ setup. Do they have a knife on the way through? Not online for Krax. Not online for Ethan. Onto the back of the site, the nade is in. It's forcing them out into the open, but they're just taking the fights, winning them as they go. The plant desperately trying to be found. It comes at the cost of Com's life. Ethan left on the spike all alone and flooded by FUT. 11 rounds turned to 12. And somehow it's FUT with map point. His dash is gone now. That's a big factor. Mobility limited, and in fact, completely taken away. Kiwi still able to get one, hunted down. Orbital strike comes in. Demon 1 needs to move quickly. He'll be caught on the way back out. Sure, 1 kill for FUT, but it might not be enough. Adacaptain still with a massive clutch in front of him. The first not even found, tagging up Boostio. Teammates repositioning, and a lifeline for EG with overtime secured.
Double up though. 2 players here. The expectation of Boostio will be there. The pop flash good, and Demon 1 is already going to double up, looking for a little bit more. No trade to be had. Kiwi looking like he was considering going back in here. In the meantime, we've seen the walk up on long, but you can already witness on the map that Boostio is firmly watching towards this. It seems like Kiwi trying to maybe bait some sound cues of presence on the other side, and leaving Boostio somewhat alone. He's actually going to go forward, maybe gifting his opponents a chance, but also being a bit of a snake within the grass, not expecting him to be up this close. 10 seconds now for FUT to try and find something within this round. Mr. Fallen, he's got a plant. He's got to go for it right now. No, in fact, there's absolutely no time. Everybody has to die, and it is not going to be happening. He might kill. Finally spot that this is the place where EG look to make the stand. Boostio blinded up. Krax watching, but it's Maj instead, and it's a slaughter! They don't even get anywhere close to planting that spike, because FUT will put them down on B.
Ready for this kind of just sheer muscling of the site. Boostio hasn't been spotted at all, and he's getting them all breaking apart this attacking side piece by piece. His third in the round. This time his timing is near perfect, and he'll catch 2 for his trouble. A triple in the round already, and a nail in FUT's coffin. They managed to pick up Jogamo, remove smokes and some utility at least, and they immediately read it. FUT expecting this EG squad to double back and move towards A, and that read could not be better.
Oh, timing is everything. He's probably heard the steps of them running all the way back around. Kiwi has the perfect flank. The turret's still yet to be pulled back for Boostio, so we'll have no knowledge at this point. He's been spotted. Now looks to maybe face back in the other direction, but he hits the shot anyway, just taking over this round. It took some time for Evil Geniuses, but their map choice eventually goes their way.
It was a much more strenuous battle than I think this squad was expecting.
We didn't really touch on this is the fact that FUT almost pulled that thing off, right? Like, and it was off of Heroics. I think about Krax's 2K and how good he was in that shirt. That
fair to say, FUT are leaning in towards the very site that EG want them to hit. Very, very close, just on the edge of that smoke. Boostio, though, has managed to sneak right by them, and it'll obliterate from behind on short. 3 kills and 2 players left in the bathroom. The spike down in the open, and this round already in the hands of EG. Look at the repositioning from Calm. I think he might just rob away the potential for that ace to come through. Oh, he's missed the shot, though. Maybe a chance. I don't want to see him get the kill. I want to see Boostio go for the fight, but Calm's being pressured. He won't give up his life for the ace.
Ada Captain. He's going up against a full lineup of players. He's not going to get anything done there. This time out, they haven't opted for it. Actually just sprinting straight down. I don't know how they managed to win this early fight with the weaker weaponry, but they're going to be very happy with that one.
Poison's off.
See how much Jogamo can get done. Oh, he's gone out wide. Nade up top. It's bouncing back, and, well, it's not even playing a role in that. Somehow the Stinger wins out the fight, and EG are looking phenomenal in a round that they should have been able to do some damage in, and instead they're in a 4 versus 1. An ambitious play from Jogamo, and it works out because he... Of course, Boostio up close, and the flash doesn't even catch him, and the spam's good enough to take one down. Then look who steps up, and look who steps back down. Boostio very quickly dealt with.
Oh,
The spike's in the open, can be defended. That push up from Maj, the one weapon they have to work with now. A few more on their hands potentially, but Ethan through the teleporter he goes, and the reward is tenfold. They know where Maj is, and the Seeker only confirms it even further, locking him into a box. 8 bullets left in that magazine. We look to reload it. Well, he's going to have to fairly soon. Snakebite out, player caught, but no punish. And all the while, it's a slow flank from Demon One, biding his time. With the spike picked up, Maj will look to go elsewhere, but look who's there. It's Ethan! Utility put out here. I think they're certainly getting the read on this B-side play on the way through. It's going to be ignored as Kiwi makes it to the site. A flank attempted around through elbow that's being caught. Jogamo. What? Showstopper got nothing, but the rifle gets 2, and the nade would have been enough to close it. As the smoke went down, that could have been bad. Kiwi even got tagged up down vulnerable. Now he's out with the showstopper in hand. Jogamo again, able to take 2 before falling. The damage done with Kiwi and Krax so very, very low. And looks like Maj just joined the club. Sure, they've got the site, they've done the damage in Viper's Pit. Now that could be the difference maker. For Maj, 56 HP, staying alive inside of it will be a real challenge. He's managed to buy himself a bit of time, but there goes the orbital strike, and there goes the Viper's Pit. Krax left on his own, and with a Sheriff in squad, and Jogamo being right behind you is certainly one of them. He's got his way up behind the entire team. He's spotted though. Krax knew that he was there. Blast pack good though. Throws off Maj's aim. And with some support from Boostio's gone running through the wall. They've managed to drop the spike. Got some decent control. The flash coming in, an aid on the back of it. And they are seizing control over this spike. It's not going to be given up, not today. Even running through a nade. They'll get Jogamo his 3rd of the round. Ada Captain with a 1v2 to clutch out. Orbital strike online, but he's stunned up. 1 HP, and around the corner he goes. He's made it out.
A lot off the clock, and that's all Ada Captain is playing for. Just waiting those extra few seconds. He's going to get caught a little bit. He can't go anywhere near that snake bite though. And now the time ticking so low. Ada Captain, he can't move. He's got to wait for at least a second, but the time is already gone. He'll be still for Krax. Unusual to see that this late into the round. So definite potential, but We are going to see the lamps being cleared. The timing doesn't work out, though. And a captain finding another Kiwi, ever crisp. And Demon One almost just having to look for exit frags. He's eventually given the fight, but Kiwi takes his head from his shoulders, leaving just Ethan to stop this one being another flawless. He will.
Having fallen back a bit, Boostio sold that they're not still holding this angle, but Calm has got a spot of his own. Up top hasn't been spotted, and he'll actually delay the plant. He's tucked away. Oh, not quite fully around the corner. Kiwi's able to deal with him, and it looks like that plant is going to come through eventually. It's not needed.
Now Anna Captain has been able to get that orbital strike online. Molly into the corner. They could just try and clear this player out of the tube, but instead they're going to go doubling back. Demon One now about to be under pressure, just having to jump out of position. He can't quite correct the aim in time. FUT again, they're going to get their entry, and Anna Captain is just tearing this side apart. Kiwi so aware of the flank coming through as well. It is meticulous.
This B side, I mean, they've got to maintain control. Orbital strike in play, it's causing problems. Ethan's going to be dropped after the one, but Cracks went down to the ulti. Boostio still holding strong on the side, buys them a little bit more time, and now it's those judges from before. The nade in good position, but he can't follow through. It forces him out of his spot into the open, but that's not good enough with a judge in hand. 4 bullets. Mr. Fallen needs to swap that over. He knows where that player is.
For Mr. Fallen to begin to check this, but it has come into his head that this could be the chance! I don't know how Mr. Fallen read that one, but inside FUT have leveled it at the break.
A 6-6 scoreline. This started out convincingly in EG's favor, and now starting to slip away an ace even to close this one out. As we said, the judges on the retake, they have a pretty big disadvantage. Even a classic in that final fight that leaves Mr. Fallen on 2 HP. Straight out on that FUT. Managed to find themselves a duel for free. Calm under pressure as well. Players starting to get close to him towards the back. Now another for FUT as they desperately try to hold on to control. EG are just being pushed back. Hardly any damage being done by this squad as FUT steamroll in the pistol and find a 7.
Yeah,
They do have to use the numbers advantage to their favor, but they've lost Boostio to begin. Jogamo down to 45, still able to get 2! You've got to be joking. This guy running around, grabbing a heel, somehow not dealt with there, and then he's looking to fight. Long range with a stinger on Damage. Now low HP, pressured from every which side. Still somehow clinging on to life, but that doesn't last too much longer. EG, 7 rounds in a row they lost, and this is the one that they come out on top in. Grouping up inside of Lamps. That could cause major problems. Nade down in the corner. It's just trying to clear out players into the open, but it's Boostio to find that frag instead. Great flash, but somehow they're still on top of it. Cracks and Mr. Fallen both finding kills. The spike now can be tapped to bait these players into the open. Ethan will be caught as the wall drops, but not eliminated. Even with a Spectre, he wins out that fight, and with 40 HP, Mr. Fallen surely is down and out of this round. Great damage, but the time too far gone. With these upgrades, they look to charge forward, see what damage they can deal, and right away it's Jogamo falling. Late flank from Calm. It's going to take quite a while. The plant spot not for it. Molly over already, and that orbital strike might be needed to close out this round, especially if the kills keep going this way. The swing through, and yeah, look, it's being set up. They're going to cost them an ulti already, which, look, it's better than it looked like it could be for this squad. They've even dropped Boostio on the way back out. The time ultimately too far gone.
Hyper-aggressive Seekers have been thrown through. It looks like they're just executing directly off the back of it! In the air, dropped down from above! Death reigns onto FUT in this round! And with a Molotov burning them out, this round is already looking over! 2 players remain once again, Moj and Cracks, in a similar position to what we saw in the last round. Do they even go for this? It looks like they're attempting it while hiding within. He actually survived.
Just about, yeah, 7 HP, but that might deter you from going for this any further. Even the Viper's pit down, well, it's online. It's not going to go down in this round, though. Not with that low of HP. Cracks has to open this one wide open for the squad, and he's caught Ethan. Okay, now there's an actual chance. They've seen the barrel in the corner. Demon One is down, and Calm miles away. They'll get this half before he even emerges around the corner. That's an easy kill onto the planter, just 1 HP. A fight now baited, but Calm, he is biding all the time they need. EG with another, and it's to push them back. And they even have that showstopper later on if needed. 35 seconds. Again, they're waiting for a mistake to be made on the side of FUT. So far, that's not coming through. 30 seconds. They've got to move onto the site. Boostio can't get them the space they need. And now they look elsewhere, getting out through the teleporter and leaving the Viper's pit to fall. FUT will have a 4 versus 2 retake, but there's no way to deny this plant.
No, that's at least something. Viper's pit, of course, gone, expended on the other side, and this is definitely one of the best scenarios. Normally, Calm expected to be lurking back, but with no util, they're going to double up here. Know that they're a little closer around these angles and just lurk and miss the fall, and it should be for free. Somehow Calm still managing to find one, looking for a little bit more, and they may have been low on health.
That's what I thought. But actually, they're just looking straight towards the site. Get that orb from a fight. Jogamo's being consistent with it so far. Boostio doing it for the first, but here's a showstopper on the other side. And low HP, Jogamo on 5, the nade has hunted him down.
Yeah, Demon One's able to duck out of there, but the other players are left stuck around. Com's going to be spammed out through the wall as well, and now still so much left to find. They know he's still around this angle, looking to peek him all together.
I really didn't think we'd see that committed right now. The orbital strike and the showstopper used in a round they didn't fully invest into rifles for. They've got a molly for the post plant. Mr. Fallen goes down. He didn't get it half. That's a key detail because now FUT gonna really feel the pressure of that clock. Up close, Cracks is dealt with. Another for Boostio. The same molly and a snake bite down makes it so easy. They've done it in a round where they hadn't position. Tiger through, clearing out all of this space, and well, they have, oh no! That shot to Kiwi! That might just have sealed their fate, because now they should go rotating, drifting towards that other side.
Whoops. Oh, it's amazing from Jogamo! I don't know if you'll see a kill like that ever again! He blast packs a boombar and then spams him through the wall! That is ridiculous! And now, just leaving 2 players standing between them. Impressive stuff as they all wrap back around. The orbital strike to delay, but it's left all onto Adacap. Dear one man standing, and he stands no more. EG will take themselves into the playoff stage.
All right, I'm here with the man himself. It's a Demon One. Give it up for Demon One, everybody. I wish I could shoot like you, because it's unbelievable what you were able to pull off. First and foremost, though, it was great to see you back on the chamber. I know you've had, like many rounds on that particular agent. Last time we saw it, it was at finals against Fnatic in Tokyo. And I guess now that you guys have had more time to cook it up, do you feel more confident? Do you think we're going to be seeing Chamber a bit more from you, maybe on some other maps, perhaps?
Yeah, we'll show you what you guys got. Definitely expect more Chamber.
Okay, I don't think anyone's mad about that. Am I right, guys? What do you think? More Chamber? There was that one guy waving his head no. It might not be a Chamber fan. That being said, though, FUT definitely played you guys incredibly close, round after round. What was going on in that Pearl game after you guys, had wrapped it up? What were you guys talking about afterwards? Did you feel like you had identified what went wrong in that Pearl game that kind of led to the overtime?
We were just making a lot of mistakes, and then after the map, we talked about it, and then we were way more confident going into map 2 about it.
Yeah. Was there anything in particular that you guys were just like a little concerned about with FUT, or?
Not really. We were full confident the whole time.
Yeah. Did you now? I guess what I'm wondering is, I talk a lot of teams, and coaches, players, they always say things like, we don't, game plan for other teams. We don't prep for other teams. Is that what you guys do as well, or is that what you're going to give me as well? Do you prep for these teams? Were you getting ready for FUT? Because it felt like they were on a hot streak, and you guys just completely just turned that off.
It's mostly Potter and Boostio prepping and all that, and then they share information with us. But me, I'm just there.
You're just there.
Yeah,
you just want to shoot people in the head.
Yeah.
That's it. I love that. Now, here's the thing. Speaking of shooting, you've been shooting a lot of bodies lately, buddy. You've been talking some smack online a little bit, buddy. So how does it feel being the villain, the new villain of Valorant right now? Is it something you're embracing?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck what you guys say about me. You can call me whatever you want.
Well, That was, yeah, sure. All right, we'll go with that one. Hey, well, you know what, man? Look, we're excited to see what you guys could do in bracket play. I'm actually wondering who you guys want to play in brackets. Is there anyone that you were like, give that to me first round, I want to go at it again?
Well, obviously, we want to play Fnatic. That's like the only team we want to play. But like, obviously, we can't play in the first round because they'll be the upper seed as well.
Yeah.
But as a second seed, I don't really care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
It's all the same to you?
Just give us Fnatic.
Just give you Fnatic.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Give EG Fnatic. That's what they want. And what we want is to take it away from the stage.